Hold on. Okay, so that failure was because of traction control. So just so y'all can see underneath this, it's a pretty good rut. Those are 37s by 14. You kind of see how tall this rut is. Huh. So first. So anyways, so that was a traction control issue right there. Her traction control kicked on and it killed all her power, and then it choked her engine and it killed her. So I don't blame that one on her getting stuck right there. The rut turned her wheels, and as soon as her back tire slipped, the traction control kicked in and it killed all her power. And then it cost her, y'all heard her engine sputtering. So she was giving it gas, but the traction control just ruined her. And that's the thing about newer vehicles. I guess it's good in sand, but in this type of stuff, it's terrible when you need power. It's just not there. So anyway, she turned it off, put it in 4 low, and crawled right out. But you gotta remember to keep that damn traction control off, or get you. So I have a 2003 Jeep TJ with a 4-inch short arm adjustable kit with 33 by 1350 Super Swamper LTVs with 410 gear ratios. My wife has a 2010 Jeep JK. Mine has a 5-speed manual transmission with a 4.0. My wife has the 2010 Jeep JK with a 3.8 liter and a 6-speed manual, re-geared to 456s, because originally we're going to put 35s, but 35s are so back ordered, we said to hell with it, and we went with 37s with a 3.5-inch rough country drop bracket lift kit. And then my buddy has a 2021 Jeep Gladiator JT with a 3.5-inch Clayton lift kit. Mine's also rough country, with the Clayton lift kit running 37 by 1250 Super Swamper TSLs, and he's on 410s. Now my wife, his is automatic. Now my wife, hers is also running a 37 by 14 Super Swamper IROC. Mine and hers have open differentials. His has lockers, but it's pretty dry out here today, and we'll see what we can get into and how much fun we can have. And this is the first time he's ever off-roading in his Jeep. This is the first time since I got my lift kit, my 4-inch, and then this is the first time that my wife actually gets to really off-road, because last time we went off-roading, we spent the whole time pulling people out of the mud. Now I have a Dana 35 in the rear, a Dana 30 in the front. My wife has a Dana 44 in the rear with a 30 in the front, and my buddy has 44s front and rear. I've been running my Jeep with these axles for a long time, and no issues so far. We'll see how long they hold up in the future, that is. So you guys seen the hiccup at the beginning of the vehicle, the beginning of the video. So what ended up happening was her traction control kicked in when she hit that soft mud, and her tire caught a lot of resistance. And the traction control shifted power, so it started bogging her motor down. It didn't actually kill her, I thought it did, but it didn't. And it just robbed her of all her power with those 37s. It just wasn't letting her do what she needed to do. So she turned it off, and it went pretty well after that. So now she's all worried, like, people aren't gonna know. People are gonna think I don't know how to drive. Anyone with a traction control will understand. If they don't, whatever. What does their opinion matter anyways? So anyways, yeah, so far we're hitting some decent up and downs here. Nothing too hard, but man, this 4-inch rough country lift kit, man, it feels amazing compared to the stock control arms and everything. It is night and day the way this feels. Like, I don't care. Like, I guess I can't compare them to any other lift kits for the TJ, because this is the first one I've ever been in that has this extensive of a lift kit. But it is night and day compared to what the OEM stuff was. I even upgraded the steering system, so I have the 1.5-inch track bar and drag link, so my whole steering system is upgraded, and it just is a world of a difference for how well. I mean, rough country isn't even that good of a lift kit according to some people. I can only imagine how much better one of the higher end lifts like performs, just due to the fact that I don't have the funds to spend $4,000 on the lift kit alone, because I have 3 kids and I can't just justify spending that. But this lift kit will do just fine for the time being. Mm-hmm. Going first. First gear. Hold on, hold on. Back up a little bit. Back up. Okay, turn your wheels towards this way. Turn them. Now, first gear, now come on. Straighten them up a little bit. More. Right there, now come forward. Hold on, hold on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Hold on, hold on. Okay, turn your whips, like pushing the clutch and let your vehicle roll back a little. Turn the wheel the other way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop, turn up. Driver's side, driver's side. Now go. Go, go, go. Jeep JK with a Dana 30, 456 gears, and 37 by 14-inch IROCs. The 4-door is a lot longer than the 2-door TJ. So even though I'm a much smaller tire, I'm a much more nimble, smaller wheelbase, so I could creep up this stuff all day long easy. For her, it's a lot more difficult because how long she is. So I'm not blaming her driving skills, it's just she has to take a different line than I take. So it makes it a lot more difficult in these tighter, harder trails and stuff, especially with an obstacle like that. But she got it. It's so shadowy, you could barely even see his truck, at least in the camera right now. Maybe on the big screen it'll look different. Oh, it would have been?
It was badass.
Was it?
Yeah.
So apparently we got the wrong angle on that. apparently the angle she was at, you can see a lot more going on. It's all about finding the right angle, but it's a little bit harder. So he made it up a lot easier than she did, but you also got to keep in mind he has lockers. I'm pretty sure he had them on. And on top of that too, he kind of had an idea of what line to go on because she was a guinea pig on that, and then she took the line and found the proper line to go through. So he was able just to mimic her line and crawl up on it. So. And I'm inexperienced, so don't make fun of me. That's true too. Yeah, I don't think I did that good. I don't like it at all. Okay. Oh. Do what? Oh, what? And action. Anyways, okay, so she was just saying that she didn't like that obstacle at all because she didn't feel like she was doing it well enough. And then he was saying like, well, you're kind of new to driving, and plus you're in the manual transmission, so it makes it a lot different. And the conversation was going so perfectly. I was like, let me record this. And then they're just like, hi, my name's Ricky Bobby, and I like to go fast. I don't really know what to do with my hands. Is this okay? Is this okay with my hands? Anyway, so we did real good out there. We drove through the mud, and we came around the corner, and we made it up, and we it looks good though. Yeah. Look, we went real fast. Well, some of us went a little bit faster than others. Shake and bake. Anyways, so you're saying though, because there's a lot of people out there that drive the same way. Well, they're afraid to try stuff like this, and they're afraid to go out with groups of people and friends and post it because they're afraid of looking like idiots and the internet trolls talking trash. But there's always the delete button on their comments. And then on top of that too, at least you're out here doing it when they're sitting behind their computer talking about how they would do it when they never actually even done it. They just watch videos, so they think that they're expert. Being out here doing it versus actually watching it's completely different, It's fun though. Even when I fuck up. You're still doing good. You didn't have to get winched out. You didn't have to get pulled out. You drove out on your own. Well, and the thing too is, well, the one thing you got over us, you got wheel lift, and that's like the ultimate bragging rights. When a wheel comes off the ground, that's like the showboat move right there. Like, oh, look at all that wheel. Look at that's an obstacle right there. So not only did you take the hardest line, but you got the best looking like shot of your Jeep with the wheel coming up. But
he wasn't letting him have some. He was holding his water away from Atlas, not letting Atlas have some. I was letting him have some. No, you weren't. You were yelling at him.
That's the kids. They're with us, and now they're arguing over a water bottle because that's what kids do. Anyway, so you like I said, you got the best shot. You got the hardest obstacle. You picked the hardest line, but at the end of the day, you still made it up. And like I said, you can see in the video how easily the TJ made it because how short and nimble it is. It's so tiny and short wheelbase. I have so many options to drive. I could have probably just went in circles right there versus hers being a lot longer, but she had to come a lot farther forward to be able to make it up, in which you couldn't see on the video. But on the back driver's side tire, coming out of that hole, it's a straight drop. It's not a ramp. It's not curved. It's not sloped. It is straight up and down. So her 37, it was damn near only that higher. Her 37 only went that much taller than that lip right there. So she's trying to roll her whole entire tire up and out of that hole with that first line that she took. So whenever she backed up out of it and then she came around and came up on the angle, she had to come up on that hump, which caused her wheel to lift. But once she went back down in there, she was in a much better position to get up and out. So, and then plus, I mean, you could hear things creaking and cracking and clanking around on there, and there was a pop when she was coming around the corner. There was a branch on the ground. She rolled over and it slung up and it popped her undercarriage. So that's what that was. But yeah, it's always very unsettling when you're off-roading and you start hearing metal and you start hearing crack, 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 clink, clank, clank, clink, clank. It's like, oh,
did you find out what you were hitting?
It was one of the fender wheels.
It was this fender over here. I think you were hitting either the bumper. I think you might have been hitting the bottom of the bumper or the top inside of the fender wheel. That's what that was.
I didn't see any marks on the inside of the fender.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think you're hitting the bumper right here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's right here. You can see it right here.
All right.
So,
I disconnected the sway bar. So.
Well, did you put your lockers on too?
No, I didn't use a locker.
Okay, so she can't use that no more. We thought he had his lockers on earlier, We're like, well, he had his lockers on too, so that's the difference. So you had your sway bar disconnected, and you still open differential. No, just your rear differential locked.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't 4. That's it.
Yeah, 4 low with your diffs locked.
No diff.
So he had both his diffs locked.
yeah. Plus, both it means like they both weren't locked.
Yeah, they were locked up. Plus his sway bars were disconnected, and she took the line first, so he knew which way to drive. So that's all it really comes down to is the fact
no lock and just 4-wheel drive.
It's okay. I'll do better next time.
All right, let's hit these trails.
So yeah,
I'm gonna show you guys what a clay pit looks like. A lot of people are like, oh, how'd you get stuck in that? I don't understand. Why don't you just drive through more momentum? More momentum gets you through the hole. Don't you know how to drive 4x4 through the hole? You gotta go through the hole. You gotta drive fast through the hole. You gotta hit it so fast and so much speed that you just float through the hole. That's how you get it. I'm gonna show y'all how y'all get stuck quicker than hell. This is what we like to call a clay pit. And you see on top how it looks jello-y, like the top of pudding or jello right at the edge of that water. And see those cracks right there at the edge of the water? That means that this has been wet for a really, 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 really long time. And this is all clay. So as soon as you hit this, you will sink. You can tell by the ruts right there. Look at how deep those are. And that's drier than the stuff on the bottom. If you go through this, I don't care how much momentum you have. I don't care if you're in an ATV, UTV, or side-by-side. Unless you have some ridiculous ground clearance, there's probably 3 foot of soft mud till you hit something decently hard right here. And you can even see over here where this even looks halfway dry. Look how deep that rut is. I don't know if y'all can tell how deep that rut is or not, but that's a pretty damn deep rut. That's probably about, over there it's probably about 18 inches. Right here's probably about 12 inches, and right there is probably about 18 inches, but I don't think you could catch that on the video. And that's dry. And that is how momentum isn't your friend, because all you're going to do is hit it so fast and so hard, you're just going to go so deep in the middle of it, you're not coming out. And I got a video when I used to have my Titan, and I got stuck in one of these, and it was my fault because I slid off to the side. Don't throw that in there, because someone's going to try to go through that, and that could get caught up in their steering, and then you could tear something up. So anyways, even if you hit it fast, you're still going to get stuck. You're just going to get stuck in the middle of it, and then it's going to be a bad day. You got a winch. There's plenty of places to winch out of here. Like there's 2 trees back here you can winch out of. But if you can avoid pulling your winch, avoid pulling your winch. But people are always like, oh, you needed to air down. You needed to air down. The reason why you got stuck is because you had too much air in your tires. No, in some situations, yes, that is a factor. Like on rocks and sand and snow, mud, to an extent, airing down does help. But out here, for the most part, airing down isn't really going to be the difference of being stuck or not. Because either most of this stuff is either hard bottom, you got about 1 foot of water, then about 1/2 foot of slush, and then hard bottom, or it's just 1 foot, 1.5 feet of water, and then just soft clay all the way 3 foot down. And there is no getting out of it by driving through. You'd have to winch or pull out. And then on top of that too, with the whole airing down thing, you're not going to float on top of clay. You're just going to sink. This is probably going to be our best bet right here to make it through. But even this is a pretty steep incline. You can't really see it on video. It just doesn't do it justice. That's a pretty vertical wall. So if we hug over here and come out, we might be able to make it through this pretty easily. But the problem is you got the trees right there, and that's the issue with that. That's a hard turn. But all the rest of this is nothing but clay, and you get stuck by driving through it really easily. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but that's the road right there to this place. Here, can y'all see that road right there? That's the road. In here from that road, many times coming out here off-roading, you can see this spot. And almost every single time I drive by, there's always 4 or 5 UTVs stuck right here. And this little clay pit I just showed y'all. Every single time. And how do I know I'd get stuck driving through the Jeeps even with 37s? Because I've seen UTV side-by-sides and ATVs come through here with 40-inch tires with endless amount of ground clearance and still get stuck. That's how I know. I think I found my way. No, I have to walk this because it looks hard on top. Ooh, man, look at this. It looks decently hard. It's just soft. Look, right here, for instance, look. Oh, look. Look how deep my imprint was. Even this is incredibly soft, and it looks dry. It's like a riverbed, just crusted over, just barely starting to dry on the surface. That's not too bad, but I'm actually sinking in it where I'm standing. And my heels are actually, look at that. Look. But it looks dry. It's just wet all the way through and through. This can catch it on video, but look. Oh, look at that. Look how deep that went. Don't bust the crust. You'll sink to the bottom. My Land Rover can make it through it. Oh, my Outback can make it through it. My Subaru can make it through it. My stock grandma Subaru can make it through it. Well, I'll pay you $100 to come out here with a stock Subaru and go through that and make it out the other end. I'll pay you $100 if you can. Just hit me up and let me know when you're ready to go through that with those kind of conditions. But you won't. Take it easy on this spot. Going nice and slow. You're right at it. You're dropping in. Turn towards me. Turn towards me. Other way. You're turning the other way towards me. Okay, go. You got it. Come on. You're sliding down. You got a good ways to go. You're about a foot away, about 2 feet. Keep going. Turn your wheel straight. You're about to drop. You're dropping right now. Brake, brake, brake. There you go. Go. Easy, easy. Slow, slow. just a Jeep thing, I guess. I don't know. Come on.
Fine.
Okay, hold on. Slow, slow, slow. Turn your wheels to the passenger side. There you go. Slow. You're about to drop. Slow. Ride the brake. Let off. Ride the brake. Ride the brake. You're dropping. There you go. Keep coming forward now. Let off the brake slowly. You're dropping. There you go. Now you got the back tires. Don't forget. Those are going to drop too. They're dropping. They're about to drop.
Stand back like me.
Good, good, good. Okay, come on. You can give a little bit of gas. Feather the clutch a little bit and come on. You're about to hit a rock. Slow. Nope, come my way. Come my way. You're about to roll over a rock. Take it easy. Come over it. Stop. Put it in 4 low so you crawl over that rock. There you go. Your back's going over it now. Take it easy. Ride the brake. Okay. Well, you probably have to give it some gas here. Okay. Stop. Stop. Now right here, there's a drop, so you're going to have to take this real slow and easy. So come forward. Come forward. Brake. 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 Okay. Come on. Ride the brake. 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 Hold the brake. Ride it. Ride it. Ride it. Ride it. There you go. Just like that. And remember, you have to get the back down the same way. Driver's side tires. Turn your tires to the driver's side. A little more. There. Now come on. Watch your back tire. Let it drop slow. There it is. You're out. You're coming up to the first step. You're about 2 foot from it. You're on it. You're coming down. Your passenger tire's coming down. Slow, slow, slow. There you go. Your driver's coming down. Good. You're about to hit the first rock. You should be able to crawl right over it. You went right around it, even better. You're about to roll over a rock. You're gonna have to gas over it a little bit. Okay, hold on. You're on the ledge. You're about to come down. You got about 6 inches and your tire's going to drop. Your driver's side's going to drop. Turn a little bit to the passenger. Passenger. There you go. Slow. Slow. You're on it. You're coming down. Slow. Ride it slow. All right. Turn to the driver and your passenger's coming down. There you go. All right. Now just watch your rear, because I can't see it from here. I wish I could get a better angle for the video, but I can't see it from here. You're through. You're good. You just got to get out the hole now.